As war grinds on in Ukraine, two headlines define the battlefield. In Washington, Trump says not really to sending Tomahawk missiles. In Berlin, Germany delivers new Patriot systems to fortify Ukraine's skies. Two decisions, one message: the West's support is shifting, and Kyiv fight enters a new phase. US President Donald Trump has ruled out, at least for now, the possibility of allowing Ukraine to obtain long-range Tomahawk cruise missiles for use against Russia. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One on November 2nd, Trump said he was not really considering a deal that would see the missiles supplied to Kyiv, though he added that he could change his mind.
Will your administration provide Ukraine long-range Tomahawk missiles? Is that something that you're not considering that?
No, not really.
Is it that unready?
Could happen, I could change, but at this moment, I'm good.
The American president's remarks followed discussions with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte at the White House on October 22nd. Rutte later confirmed the issue was under review, but emphasized that the decision ultimately rests with Washington. Tomahawk missiles, capable of striking targets up to 2,500 kilometers away, could allow Ukraine to reach deep into Russian territory, including Moscow. The Kremlin has warned strongly against any such transfer, while Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky continues to press for expanded long-range strike capability. Trump, however, signaled a broader reluctance to escalate the conflict, saying it was time for both sides to take responsibility for ending the war. When asked what would convince him that Russian President Vladimir Putin was not prepared to negotiate, Trump said,
What would be the final straw for you that Putin is really not ready to end this war?
There's no final straw. Sometimes you have to let it fight out. They're fighting it out. It's been a tough war for Putin. He's lost a lot of soldiers, maybe 1 million. That's a lot of soldiers. And it's been tough for Ukraine. It's been tough for both. Sometimes you have to let it, just
Meanwhile, Zelensky announced that Germany has delivered additional Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine, fulfilling earlier commitments. In a post on social media, Zelensky said Ukraine had strengthened its Patriot component and thanked Germany and Chancellor Friedrich Merz for their role in reinforcing the country's defenses.
We have strengthened the Patriot component of our Ukrainian air defense. I thank Germany and personally Federal Chancellor Friedrich Merz for this joint step to protect human lives from Russian terror. For some time, we have been preparing this reinforcement of our air defense, and now the agreements reached have been implemented. I thank everyone who contributed to this effort.
The announcement follows German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius' statement in September that Berlin would supply 2 Patriot systems by the end of 2025. The move comes amid intensified Russian air attacks targeting Ukraine's energy infrastructure ahead of winter, resulting in widespread blackouts. Zelensky described the strikes as President Vladimir Putin's main strategy to compensate for battlefield failures, saying that each addition to Ukraine's air defenses brings the country closer to ending the war.
Russian airstrikes are Putin's main stake in this war. Through terror, he tries to compensate for his inability to achieve his insane goals on the ground. Therefore, every strengthening of our air defense literally brings us closer to the end of the war that we are all waiting for. The less Russia achieves, the greater its motivation will be to end the war.
A Patriot battery includes radar units, a fire control center, and multiple launchers capable of intercepting ballistic and cruise missiles, as well as aircraft. Germany has previously supplied 3 Patriot systems, replenished through an agreement with the US manufacturer.